Hey guys, so the indie versus AAA debate has been going on for a while now, ever since Sony started the PlayStation 4 and wanted to have like quite a big focus on indie games. And yeah, that has been kind of in the community lately. Before I go into my stance on anything, let me know in the comments below which one you prefer in terms of which type of games have you been having most fun with this year so far. And I'm going to tally them up and put it in a cool graph or something, because who doesn't like graphs? I was going to approach this topic a lot differently, but I was talking about this on Twitter this morning and I got this tweet. So I'm going to talk about this in a tiny bit. So pretty much I am sort of a gaming whore when it comes to things. I like lots of variety, lots of games, all different genres I'm happy to play, and I enjoy quite a bit of them. But pretty much in my gaming life I've been exclusive to like PlayStation or Nintendo consoles and handhelds, so you don't really get that much indie games. I have a workable PC, but I don't really like playing on the PC that often. I like sitting on my couch. I know it's only mid-year right now, so a lot of the big games haven't come out yet, but so far the indie games have been freaking killing it lately, especially because of, in my opinion, a lackluster AAA lineup. In terms of AAA games this year that I've played, there's Dark Souls 2, we got some Infamous Second Son, and we got some Watch Dogs. And other AAA games, I think like Thief came out and Wolfenstein. That's the only pretty big games that I can think of that came out this year so far. But in terms of indie games I've really enjoyed, I have a list. This is how much there is. There's Outlast, Don't Starve, Octodad, Transistor, Towerfall, Valiant Hearts, that's like Ubisoft published, but I still sort of count that in the indie game category. And not on PlayStation platforms, I played Among the Sleep and the Banner Saga, which are both announced to come to a PlayStation platform eventually. And there's other games like Sports Friends and Child of Light, which is again one of those Ubisoft games, which isn't really indie, but I haven't played that yet, playing it out on Feeder. And say whatever you want, I've probably spent less money and had a ton more fun playing those lists of games that I have playing my 3 AAA games which have came out this year so far. There's a lot of variety in them, and a lot of the games are a lot shorter than normal retail games, but that's like they're quarter of the price, so that's kind of what you expect with them. And if my friend came up to me and said, you know, I'm buying a PlayStation 4, which game should I get? It was between like Infamous, which I really enjoyed, or Don't Starve, Octodad, Valiant Hearts, and Towerfall for exactly the same price, I would have no hesitation to say, get the 4 games. Like, go for that. I've had more fun, I think, with those 4 games. They're different experiences, and there is a lot more value there going for those. And now let's go back to that tweet. Now, I really don't understand that mindset at all, and you do see it a lot in the PlayStation community, and I really don't get it. It kind of makes me mad in a way. I have 3 reasons why this mindset is completely stupid. Number 1, the development of an indie game does not impact at all development of AAA games. If you wiped out all the indie games from PlayStation right now, you'd still have the same amount of AAA games. There's no like allocation of resources, which they were like, look, we can develop 4 indie games or we can develop 1 AAA game. There's nothing like that. They're part of different studios. If I started making an indie game for myself, it does not impact EA's ability to make other AAA games. That's how it works. So that argument is stupid. Number 2, my enjoyment of indie games or someone else's enjoyment of other indie games does not negatively affect you at all. This also I don't understand. If you don't like the game, don't buy it. Don't look at anything about it. Like, just stay away. Like, there's no reason to go keep on visiting it, bitch about it, because you're not gonna play it. Boo-hoo. The only inconvenience I could think of is you're searching through the PlayStation Store and you have to see more games that come up. Like, big whoop. And number 3, indie games are a lot less risky to develop in terms of financial reasons. Like, you're not going to spend $100 million on an indie game, but you might spend $100 million on the next Call of Duty. This means with less financial risk, they're allowed to make a lot of different gaming decisions that they make in the game. These games are a lot more innovative. Those gameplay mechanics are not tested, but they chuck them in anyway and, you know, give them a go. And who knows, the next indie game that comes out could have mechanics which the next Call of Duty could pick up, because they say, oh hey, that was cool, let's do that as well, and makes that game better. And pretty much to sum that up, the more games that there are, the more competition there are for developers, and that means that developers have to make their game better in order to attract you guys, because there's a lot more games to compete with. That means, you know, better games for us. So we get better games and more games with indie games. Completely shut down that bloody argument of like indie games are ruining the industry. How does it ruin the industry? Duh. Thanks guys, let me know about your opinions on indie games and AAA games and everything like that in the comments below. I'd love to read and comment back to you guys. Follow me on Twitter if you want to talk about games some more. And hey, if you're new here, go check out some of my other videos. And if you like them, make sure you subscribe. Thank you everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye!